This is how it ended. One of the most wanted men in Britain bundled into a police van on the third day of this manhunt. A member of the public had spotted sex offender Hadush Kebatu close to this bus stop in Finsbury Park, North London. They then alerted the police. Officers found him in the park, no longer in his grey prison tracksuit. They had him in handcuffs 16 minutes after the tip-off.
There was no fuss, there was no aggravation there at all. He seemed very calm, willing to accept that he'd been rearrested.
With Kebatu now back in custody, they will try again to deport him to Ethiopia. There is an investigation ongoing into this embarrassing episode, and the Prime Minister has promised that it will never be allowed to happen again. He was released by mistake from Chelmsford Prison on Friday. A witness told us he was confused and asking people for help. Eventually, he was directed to the train station by a member of prison staff. He went to East London. On Friday evening, he was in Dalston Library, still in his prison tracksuit, with a bag covered in avocado prints. The police asked him to hand himself in, but it was the sighting from a member of the public that gave officers the breakthrough. The Justice Secretary, who has responsibility for prisons, met some of the police officers who had finally arrested Kebatu. He's now being held at Wormwood Scrubs in West London. Sky News understands the government plans to deport him this Tuesday.
It's right that he's questioned by the police following his route from Essex into London, and then, of course, 48 hours in which he has been basically around. It's right that we get to the bottom of what's happened over the course of those 48 hours, but I can assure you that he will be deported as he was expected to be deported. I expect that to happen this week.
One member of staff has been suspended at Chelmsford Prison, but this case highlights a criminal justice system riddled with problems.
I hope David Lammy in all this chaos starts holding people to account, not the junior member of staff under the bus, but the people who are overall responsible for day in, day out catastrophic failures.
The protests have continued in Epping, where Kebatu sexually assaulted a schoolgirl this summer. Her dad shared his thoughts via a local councillor.
Myself and my family feel massively let down and infuriated by HMP Chelmsford, the police, the justice system and our Labour government. They have all failed. Not just us as a family, but they have failed everyone in the country.
The anger over the UK's dysfunctional immigration system is simply intensified when things like this happen. Even if Kebatu is now deported to Ethiopia, it solves very little. Tom Parmenter, Sky News.